The Checkpoints is presented by pharmaceutical company GM Pharma.
Anna Koshadze, founder of Georgian Hospitality Fund, talks about the challenges in the hospitality sector and states that up to 80% of small business have closed from October to April. According to her, among the closed facilities are not only tourist facilities in high mountains regions, but also business in Kakheti region, which had difficulty in operating due to the reduced tourist flows. Unfortunately, there is a crisis and hardship in Georgia. Personally, I can say that over 80% of facilities are closed from October to April, and this is not, for example, mountains, Ejera, where it's difficult to get to. We are talking about Kakheti and other regions. Seasonality is also very difficult for these people. I don't know how much the research shows who is entering the country or how much they spend, but we know that tourists from Asia spend relatively less, said Anna Koshadze. According to her, the largest contributor to the fund is Bank of Georgia. The donation made up by the financial institution amounts 400,000 lari. Kumisi produced 85 million eggs last year. The company's director, Maisi, stated this in an interview with BNDG. According to him, the company had a 6% growth in 2024. They plan to have the same growth figure this year. As he explained, stability has been observed in the egg production industry recently. 2022 and 2023 were more unstable. Many people came from neighboring countries, and due to the Russian-Ukraine war, so egg consumption increased during the time, but after some time they left the country. This was also reflected in consumption, and it decreased accordingly. However, stabilization has been observed in recent times, he noted, adding that local production is increasing in quantity from year to year. The reason for this is that Capita consumption is growing. There is no radical increase, but over 6% growth is observed. According to just data, consumption is increasing by 2 eggs per capita, and that's good. We are also trying our best to keep up with this demand, said the director of Kumisi. According to him, the greatest demand for eggs throughout the year is during the New Year and Easter period. We try to have the exact amount of eggs during this time to provide consumers with the product, said Maisi. The tourist facility Wine Buffet located at Tumanishvili Street in Tbilisi has been closed. The founder of the facility, Vasil Amurvelashvili, spoke about this with BNDG. According to him, the reason for the closure of the tourist facility is related to the recent developments in the country and the lack of customers. We closed the facility given the current situation in the country, and the number of customers has decreased, and the tourist facility can no longer keep itself. The space was mine, but in the end I could no longer maintain it. Now the space is rented out, and reopening it in this reality is not even considered, said the founder of Wine Buffet. It worth noting that the tourist facility offered traditional Georgian dishes and wine to the tourists and local customers. Inn Kazbegi, the founder of Inn Kazbegi, negatively assesses the first quarter of this year and declares that due to the current situation in the country, many European reservations have been cancelled. The reason is the information provided to the citizens by the ministries of foreign affairs of various countries that the country is not safe due to the current protest rallies in Tbilisi. The hotel manager notes that this year the tourist segment has noticeably changed compared to the last year. The first quarter of 2025 was very bad given the current situation in the country. Many reservations are being cancelled. The foreign ministers of all countries give various information to their citizens about the current protest rallies. Ministers warn them citizens to avoid Russoili Avenue as they might be physically harmed. Of course, this affects the tourist flow. European vacationers start planning their holidays at the beginning of the year. Therefore, they prefer to travel to a safe country. Tourist segment has changed significantly compared to the last year. Their interests are also different. In general, winter is a difficult period for Kazbegi, but if last year we had vacationers who were interested in skiing and extreme sports, this year we practically don't have such vacationers. It was no noticeable in Gudauri, where we had fewer European vacationers, Ali Begashvili said. Fruit juice producer company Maisi is expanding its export markets as the company's commercial director, Georgian Hospitality notes negotiations are underway with United States and Arab countries. Very good trends have been observed in recent years. We have just started operating in export markets. We are actively exporting to Israel and have quite several partners in the direction. We also have very active negotiations with the United States and Arab countries, and we hope that we will soon become stable suppliers to these two markets, Georgian Hospitality said. The commercial director of Maisi notes that since the scale of production is small, so the brand is developing the direction of private label. In terms of quantities, Georgia is not a country of such a scale that we can satisfy the worldwide demand, so we are working on the private label direction. We produce 100% natural products and constantly develop our product portfolio. We have cases when, through communication with our potential or existing clients, we created new flavors, tasted them, and they turned out to be quite interesting. The mentioned products will soon be launched on both local and international markets, Georgi Gudabanidze said.
The Checkpoints is presented by pharmaceutical company GM Pharma.